After 4 years in production, a year-long alpha, a beta, and some stress tests, Sea of Thieves is finally available. Rare's newest creation is out there in the world for players to get their pirate on. And we got a lot to talk about. Did I like it? Am I going to keep on playing it? What exactly do you do in Sea of Thieves? Consider this the everything you need to know type video. And we're going to start it right now. What is going on, guys? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. And first off, I want to thank Microsoft for sending over a code for the purpose of this video. Now, really quickly, I want to actually kind of go through what you actually do in Sea of Thieves because Rare thought it was best not to have a tutorial. So when you actually load up the game, the first thing you want to do is choose a character that fits you best. There are no sliders. You can't make your character skinny or fat or tall or short. It's just a carousel of 8 pirates, and you can kind of keep on getting new ones until you find the one that you want. After that, you choose how you want to play, how you want to set sail on the Sea of Thieves. Do you want to play with up to 3 or 4 people in a crew? Well, then choose the galleon. It's a gigantic ship that needs everybody on hand to sail it, or you can choose a smaller ship to either set out solo or set out with 2 people. It's up to you what you want to go for. And if you don't have a full crew, it will matchmake for you. And yes, the game has been having some server issues lately. We had to fight that a few times, but I did get a lot of time in because I started early on Monday when I got my review code in. Now, when you load up into the game, you're probably going to be wondering, all right, what am I going to do? Well, this is where you get some quests. But first, just kind of take in the atmosphere, because Rare created a absolutely gorgeous game, especially on the Xbox One X that I am playing on, and it's also available on PC. It's an Xbox Play Anywhere title, so if you get one version, you get the other version for free, which is always a great deal. So take in the sunsets on the water. Oh, it's such a breathtaking game. But it's all about the quest. It's all about the exploration. You can go and take up a quest from the gold hoarders, and they're all about treasure. They want any type of treasure chest or vases that you may find in different areas. You can get some quests from the merchant guilds, who they'll send you on quests to find pigs and chickens and other types of exotic cargo like spices and tea. Or you can take a quest from the Order of Souls, and they'll send you out to fight specifically named pirates, and you can bring back their enchanted skulls when you actually send them to their second death. Or don't do any of that and just enjoy the game, hop on your ship and sail around and explore. It's really up to you. It's whatever you want to make of it. And then when you finally have everything you need, you have your quests, it's time to actually set sail. Now, if you're on a galleon or if you're on a smaller ship, it's still kind of the same thing here. You're going to want to go to the captain's quarter, you want to pick a quest, and everybody's got to vote on it. And after that, you'll get some maps. You want to look at the map. If it's a gold hoarders mission, it'll usually be a picture of the map with an X, X marks the spot, or maybe a riddle. If it's a merchant goals, it'll tell you, hey, we want 1 chicken and we want it by this time on the 16th. So that's timed. You have a certain amount of time to complete that mission, otherwise it'll fail. And the Order of Souls, similar. They'll have a wanted poster, and it'll be like, this pirate was last seen on this island. So once you know what you're looking for, whether the name of the island or how it looks, you got to go to the map table underneath the ship and find it on this kind of table with all the islands spread across. And once you have that found, well, you're set. You're ready to set sail. And what you're going to need to do is have somebody raise the anchor, someone lower the sails and set the angle to catch the wind so you can really take off, someone to steer the ship, someone to be on lookout so the person steering the ship can avoid rocks. And if you do run into any trouble, whether it's another enemy team shooting cannons at you or you run into a storm, sometimes your ship is going to break. And underneath in the middle deck, you'll find a stack of a barrel full of planks, and you can use those planks to board up any holes, and then use your bucket and your inventory wheel to basically pick up the water and throw it overboard. And if you do see some enemies and you want to shoot that at them, well, there's cannons on the mid deck as well. You can take those and load them up into the cannons and fire at the enemy to try to take them out. And when you finally come to where you want to be, you drop the anchor and it's off to explore. And that's basically the setup to Sea of Thieves. It's those 3 guilds. You earn money by completing the quests and bringing back the treasure chests, and your reputation in that guild will increase. And as it increases, you can actually buy promotions, and that promotion will then offer you to the ability to get harder quests, which offer different rewards and longer journeys. But there's more to do than just the quest. There's also public events. A giant skull in the sky will be sometimes seen across the entire server with the eyes flashing green. And if you head over there, you will be fighting some skeletons. Yes, about 15 waves, give or take. And the reward at the end is a lot of treasure. Now, there are about like 4 different types of skeletons. The regular skeletons with the blue bandanas. They could have swords, pistols, or blunderbusses. Gold skeletons, which they only can be damaged by weapons or exploding barrels. Skeletons that look like plants. They got like little grass growing out of them. And then another type of skeleton that we refer to as the Taken. They're like shadows. They're completely black. They can only be damaged in sunlight or by lanterns. And there's also the Kraken, although my team and my time playing, we did not come across that. But the Skull Fort is pretty good for actually getting a ton of chests, a ton of cargo for the Merchant's Gold, and a lot of skulls for the Order of Souls. You'll level up fairly quickly doing that. We were able to do about 3 of those, and it was fun the first time, and not so much the other couple times after that. So now you know basic gist of what Sea of Thieves is about. What did I think about it? Well, first off, it's a fantastic looking game, especially when you're out on the ocean in 4K seeing that sunset or looking up in the sky at the Aurora Borealis. It is fun with friends. I had a blast playing with my buddies these past 15 hours, experiencing what the game has to offer. I did play an hour or 2 solo, and I can say, nah, not for me. It's too frustrating trying to be able to coordinate driving the ship, looking out where I need to go, doing everything by myself. Totally frustrating, and I wouldn't recommend playing it that way. The problem with the game that I have is the progression loop. It's all cosmetic, and it feels hollow. Because all the quests, the Gold Hoarders, the Merchant Guilds, and the Order of Souls, are all basic fetch quests. That's all they do. They will send you out to find something, and you bring it back, rinse and repeat. And once you've done a few of those, once you've completed a few X marks the spot missions and a few riddle missions, or you fought a few different types of the skeletons, you'll realize really quickly that this is all the game has to offer. There's not a lot of variation in the types of missions it sends out to you. So you kind of have to make your own fun. But the progression is pretty hollow in my opinion. Instead of making your character better by letting you buy weapons that do more damage, or upgrading your ship so it can, take more damage or deal more damage, or your character having more ammo in his pouch, it's all just cosmetic stuff. So you can go to the shops and buy more weapons. The gameplay loop, I'm not a fan of it whatsoever. And this is what's going to drive me away from the game. So like I said, when you do a Gold Hoarders mission and you complete it, you earn rep. You take the reward that you find, the chest, you take it to them, they give you money. And what do you spend your money on, you ask Rand? Well, you spend it on either buying more quests, which can offer multi-state journeys. Sometimes it'll be 2x marks the spot missions, and then another 2 riddles. And with the money you get, you buy harder missions to get, deeper quests, or you can take the money and spend it on cosmetic stuff for your weapons. You want a gold-plated pistol, you want an ebony blunderbuss, you want a cool-looking sniper or sword, you can get it for a certain amount of money. You want a gold shovel? How about a white lantern? Maybe a purple bucket. You can buy that as well. And don't forget your clothing. All your jackets, hats, pants, peg leg, all that stuff can be customized with the money that you earn. And of course the ship as well. The sails and everything on the ship can be customized. That is the core gameplay loop. And I'm not a fan of it. I wish it was more of a vertical progression rather than a horizontal one. So when I play it, and I play it for 15 hours, even though I've had fun playing it with my friends, I find there's no reason to continue playing it because I'm not getting any better. I'm not getting any more ammo to complete the skull forts, which can be a little tedious considering you only get about 5 shots in your sniper, your blunderbuss, or your pistol. You always take the same amount of damage. I understand why Rare did this, because they wanted everybody to be able to play together no matter the level. I'm just not a fan of that type of progression. And once my friends all stop playing Sea of Thieves, unfortunately all that's left for me is to play it solo, which I've already tried and I'm not a big fan of. So hopefully Rare's talked about supporting this game as a games as a service and adding more content and more different types of ways to play. So maybe this game 3 months from now, a year from now, will have a ton of content other than just basic fetch quest for people to play. But for right now, for me, in my estimation, there's just not enough content or reason for me to come back to the Sea of Thieves. And I understand people may disagree with this review, and that's great. I know people will love this game. There are people out there that love Minecraft and Destiny, and those are just games that I just do not care for. I don't care for the grinding aspect of the game. I don't care about cosmetic stuff. So the grind to do more quests, to get gold, to buy meaningless cosmetics, it doesn't appeal to me whatsoever, but I understand it will appeal to certain people. And for the most part, this game is basically what you make out of it. You'll hear great stories. In fact, my first time playing this game with my friends, we sunk the ship because we ran into a storm that sunk our boat. You know, we made a friend of a random that was helping us with the skull fort. There are moments like this that you'll hear from other people that will make Sea of Thieves for them. And I'm happy for those people. It's just not for me. Now, for the achievements out there, you're looking at an extremely long 1,000. You need to sell basically 2,000 chests, kill 1,000 captains, deliver 1,000 gunpowder kegs. This game is going to take a long time, and I think the people that want to become pirate legend will put that time in, because there is things to like about this game. It is a well-crafted experience, from how the ship handles to how you can drop the anchor and do a little quick turn stop, to how the water is, to the way the sunset looks with the rays bouncing off the water, and the colors on the trees when you're fighting or when you're exploring an island. It's just, the world feels a little hollow. There's not a lot of things to see. There's snakes and pigs and chickens, but not a lot of NPCs to see around the world other than the ones at the outpost. And the PvP, well, that is a little bit lacking as well. The combat is just as basic as you get. You have a sword, or you have a pistol or a blunderbuss, or vice versa, but you can only have 2 at a time. And there's really no skill to the combat. Sure, there's skill to, aiming the cannons, trying to sink another ship, and then stealing what the other enemy has. But I thought the PvP and even the PvE combat to be incredibly lacking. But I've come to the realization that the game is just not for me. I appreciate what Rare has made. It's just not a game that I'm going to play for very long, just like Destiny was. It's a game that I enjoyed for the 20 to 30 hours that I thought I would, play it for, and that's it. So I'll check out Sea of Thieves in 3 months or so when they do drop more content. Now, should you play this game? Well, if you have a crew that is willing to put in the time, yeah, check it out. Maybe not for $60, but there is an option for Game Pass. It is $10 on Xbox Game Pass, and I mean, you could use that base as a basic demo to try out the game and see if you like it. We're in a different age now with these retail games and Xbox exclusives going first day to Game Pass. So try the game out, spend the $10, and see what you think. You might come to really enjoy it. Or you might be like me and say, you know what? There's not a lot of content here. It's all a bunch of fest quests. I'm not a fan of the cosmetic progression that Rare decided to go with. This game isn't for me, and go play something else. But for right now, I'm going to give the game an 8. Because I recognize the craftsmanship that Rare put into the game all around. It's just like Minecraft and like Destiny and some of these other games. It's just not my type of game, even though I enjoyed the 20 some odd hours I played with my friends. Anyways, guys, that's my review. Let me know what you think about Sea of Thieves in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Hit the notification bell so you're always notified when I do drop said content. I want to thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Later, guys.